On my point of view, I can say that the two brothers, they have met, they have spoken to each other about the situation, and one invited another brother to come to join him, and immediately the other brother accepted and joined. What I want to say about that, since we faced with the terrorism attacks in Mozambique in 2017, His Excellency President Nyusi, President of Mozambique, has approached to his friend and brother, His Excellency President Paul Kagame, and asked for his help on stopping the terrorism incursion in our country, which also devastated some areas where people were killed. When we talk about people, we say from children, women, old people, civil, destroying infrastructures, public and private. And President Kagame has accepted immediately to be part of that problem in Mozambique. Terrorism is an international threat which everyone has to be sensitive on to combat terrorism. I like the way which President Kagame has referred Rwanda. If you find your neighbor's house burning with fire, you don't wait to be invited to go and help to combat the fire. But on this case, it was more than when President Nyusi approached to His Excellency President Kagame, he decided immediately to go to Mozambique, fighting the terrorism with the Mozambican Defense and Security Forces in order to restore the peace and the normal situation which was before. So from there, we saw the restoring of the life in some district of province of Cabo Delgado. I can emphasize the district of Mocimboa da Praia, district of Palma, and the neighbor districts since the intervention of the Rwandan Defense and Security Force has started there. Before, approximately 1 million of people from that areas, they were displaced to the safe district. But since the restarting of the operation from the Rwanda Defense and Security Force with the Mozambican Defense and Security Force, we can see now people going back to their own environment and restart with the life. That shows a hope on our citizens, and also the feeling which the Mozambicans in general, and particularly from the province of Cabo Delgado, it is to thank forever the Rwanda Defense and Security Force for the role which is playing in Cabo Delgado. To recognize and thank also the people of Rwanda who accept to allow their son and daughters to go to Mozambique to help the Mozambicans on fighting the terrorism. That is a huge sacrifice, and there is no price for that. I'm saying that because to send someone to the war means a huge sacrifice, because we pay the cost with our blood. And we can say that we are mixing our blood, the blood of the sons of Rwanda and the blood of the sons of Mozambique. So that's why I was saying that the bond of ties between Mozambique and Rwanda will be untied, because there is no how to separate blood when you have mixed the blood. In terms of social, the relationship between the Rwandan Defense and Security Force with the population of Cabo Delgado is very friendly. Since you can be close to the population, you make easy your duties. And the population, they feel confidence on the Rwandan Defense and Security Forces. That's one of the way of achieve what everyone was expecting. Because once you trust on the force which is in the ground, you will cooperate with that force. And also from the Defense and Security Force, they will have on the population people who are very close and which can also participate on the informations required in terms of identify those one involved, the target which has to be achieved to reduce, and we have reduced it. The Rwanda Defense Force has reduced the impact of the terrorism in the ground. Talking about my own experience, when a defense and security force is on the ground, must be close to the community. The community must be confident that the defense and security forces, it's there to protect them. And also the way which you can approach to the community, it is to share with them the daily life. And we can see on different ways Rwanda Defense Force to be close to the population, even on cultural issues, organizing dances, even some live opportunities of singing, some singer from the Defense and Security Force singing with the population, even on when we talk about social, cultural, even to know how the citizens of these areas, they cook, what kind of dishes they prepare, and they join them, they eat them. Playing football, thank you. And one of the things which is important to highlight, it is the Rwanda Defense and Security Force has built and offered to the population of Mocimboa da Praia one infrastructure, which is the fish market. That brought to the citizens, especially to the fishermen of Mocimboa da Praia, hope that they are going to fish, to take the seafood to the market, and from there everyone can buy, including the Defense and Security Force. Because before it was quite difficult, because they had to work with the seafood, and seafood is something sensitive which you cannot keep it for a long without put on a properly condition of storing. Yeah. So that was a very important approach from the Security and Defense Force to the population of Cabo Delgado, and we thank you so much for that, because no one was expecting that the troops were also involved on that social issues. We always think that troops is to fight. But the troops and what the Defense and Security Force has done was to show that they are coming from the population and they are inside the population. They are part of the population. So with another duty, which is to combat terrorism.
So is that one of the good things that Mozambican forces can learn from your friends from Rwanda?
Definitely. The exchange of knowledge between the two forces, it's very important. One has to learn from other one. One has to exchange. One has to exchange I can say all the informations needed in order to make strong the defense and security forces. It is very important between two countries when we join our capacities. It is the way to build and work together on the same direction in terms of as countries to show that the cooperation between two countries is crucial for the development of the countries. Once you are in peace, you can develop your country. In terms of defense and security, what we have to expect, it is to finish with terrorism in Mozambique. And we are on the way to reach that. Secondly, it's to tie the relationship between the two defense and security forces on the way which the defense and security forces will draw and will follow. I believe on the new future, if we consolidate our capacities, means that we can prevent the threats which can be organized to both countries, because you know that the enemy have got their own plans to destabilize the countries, and the terrorism is always looking for resources for them to proceed with they have planned. And once we work together, there is no threat which can affect us.